Hey everyone, welcome back and hello to you new people too. Today I'm doing another installment of my products I regret buying because you guys mentioned you'd like to see another one of these videos. First up is these Morphe eyeshadow singles that you see here in this palette. I purchased this palette in these singles for about $75. I bought the eyeshadow singles, the small ones that are like $2.29, or that's what they were at the time, and the larger ones that are like $5.99. And I was deeply disappointed with the smaller ones. I felt like they had poor color payoff and they didn't blend very well. I just didn't think that they were easy to work with. The larger shades I thought were better quality. They felt almost like they were as good as Makeup Geek. Overall, I was left feeling really disappointed that I'd spent my money on this. So many people had hyped up the Morphe eyeshadows to me and told me that, oh my god, they're amazing for the price, you're gonna love them, you have to get some. And when I said I really didn't like them, they're like, well, that's because you bought the eyeshadow singles. You should buy a palette. The palettes are amazing. And then when I mentioned it to some other friends, my other friends were like, no, the eyeshadow singles are awesome, the palettes suck. So I don't really know. I know that my experience with Morphe was not good. I don't like these shadows. I wouldn't buy these shadows again. I don't know if I would ever buy a palette to see if the palette's any better, but I definitely am of the opinion, at least from my experience with these colors, that Morphe is overhyped and not worth the price. What's your experience with Morphe? Do you love them? Did I just get a bunch of duds? Let me know. Next up is something that I've heard everyone raving about, like everyone. Millions and millions of beauty bloggers and YouTubers out there are all talking about how this is the best concealer in the world. It's oh my god amazing, it gives me life. So I was like, well, I see it in stock at Ulta, so I'm gonna pick it up. I bought this from Ulta for $24. The shade that I bought is Fair Neutral because I prefer neutral tones. I feel like they look better on me. And when I got it, I opened it up and it smells like off bug spray to me. I think it stinks. I don't know if I got the only one that smells really bad or what. I made my husband smell it. I made my friend Judy smell it. I was like, what does it smell like to you? They're like, it smells like off bug spray. No one has mentioned this. No one I know has mentioned this. In addition to smelling bad, it has this massively large doe foot. Like, I don't know if you can see, just, it's really, really big. It's huge. Let me show you what the color looks like. The color's not bad, except when I went to wear it, it then oxidized on me, and I don't normally have concealer oxidize on me. That's really weird. It's actually a good color. I still prefer my Ride or Die Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in Light 1 Neutral. This one has a much smaller doe foot, and I'll swatch it next to you. You can see the Kat Von D is much paler, much smaller doe foot. Doesn't smell like doesn't smell like off bug spray. So for me, this one's a clear winner. I'm gonna try to see if I can exchange this at Ulta for another Fair Neutral to see if it's just as stinky, or if not, I'm just gonna return it and get my money back because I feel like it's a huge waste. Seriously, nobody's mentioned it being stinky. No one. Has anybody else bought this concealer? What do you think of it? All right, so it seems to be just my luck that I have stinky products. The next product I regret buying is the Honest Beauty Eyerything Primer. This primer stinks to high heaven, and it smells like this really stinky, god-awful floral, like old lady floral perfume, awful grossness. If the smell dissipated quickly and went away, I would probably be okay with it because I really like how it feels on my skin. It looks nice on my skin. Let me show you what it looks like. It's like a golden beige color, if you can see the dot there, and then I'm just gonna rub it out a little bit. You can just see it gives you like this glow, like a healthy glow, but it's not too dark. It's like, I don't know, I think the color works really well on my skin tone. And if it didn't stink to high heaven, I would keep it, but it smells so bad. And the smell lingers. The smell basically gets into my makeup brushes and hangs out and doesn't go away, and then I have to clean the brushes right away. I can't even just leave them sitting here because they'll smell so bad. I can't deal with the smell. So this is going back. I totally regret buying it. I saw reviews on Ulta's website saying it stinks. And I was like, oh, it probably doesn't smell that bad. I mean, they're not supposed to be using synthetic fragrances. There shouldn't be any fragrance in this product. No, it stinks. They were right. I was wrong. This is gross. So I'm still on on a quest to try and find the perfect vegan eyeshadow primer. I thought I had found it. I was wrong. I failed again. This is the Pumpkin and Poppy Vegan Eyeshadow Primer. I bought it for $9, and the color is actually interesting. It's like this peachy nude. It looks really, really dark, but it's not that dark on your skin. So if you can see my finger, it has like a little bit of a tint, and when you put it on here, it has like just a really, like it's a soft peachy nude. So the color is great, the texture feels good. Unfortunately, I've tested this out multiple times. No matter what I do, it just wants to slide off my oily hooded lids. My eyeshadow disappears. I tried shooting a tutorial with this once, and by the end of the tutorial, my eye makeup was like creasing and going to leave. So I was just like, this doesn't work for me. It sucks. I was so disappointed. I wanted this to be like the one that worked. And I don't know why vegan eyeshadow primers don't work for me. I've tried so many. I've wasted so much money trying to find one that works. Doesn't work. So primers that do work for me: Kat Von D's Primer and Fair, Urban Decay Enigma, Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Those all work and keep my eyeshadow in place without it creasing. But for whatever reason, vegan eyeshadow primers like this one, they just come off and they crease off. They don't last. Last but not least is the Ulta's Color Correcting Foundation Stick. This is $12.50. I bought the shade Fair Porcelain, and I thought that this would be good. I tried using it around my face to sort of like spot conceal, and it worked okay like that. However, when I tried it as foundation, which it is touted as something that can be worn as foundation, it turned my face like this greenish gray color. I couldn't wear it on its own. It didn't look good. So it definitely has to be worn under a product. I thought that this would be, you know, a foundation stick I'd be able to tell you guys about and say, hey, it's only $12.50. That's an awesome deal. It's cruelty free. You can get it at Ulta. No, this does not work. I can show you what it looks like on the back of my hand. You can see there. And it probably won't turn the back of my hand gray, but it did my face. And I think it's because it has like the green cord to try and counter the redness in my face, which is great, but it just, I don't know, it just doesn't work well as a foundation. I wish it did. That's it for this video on products I regret buying. Please be sure to let me know what products you've regretted recently. And if you've tried anything in this video, I want to know if you had similar results to me. Let me know, I'm curious. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share. I love it when you share my videos. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you don't miss my next video. Thanks so much for watching.